Hey my beauties, so welcome, and today I will be doing a product review. Now, I received some products a couple of months ago from C.p.C Cosmetics, and I really wanted to give it a very long time. I wanted to try them, I wanted to wash them, I wanted to use them on clients. I just really wanted a full review of the products. So, C.p.C is a new brush company, okay? And they make brushes that are comparable to MAC. Now, I have a feeling about that whole comparable to MAC thing is I don't expect them to be exactly like MAC brushes, but I do expect them to be a nice quality. So when I do talk about these brushes, I am giving you a cross-reference, but I'm not saying they are exactly like MAC brushes. I'm actually reviewing them for what they really are. Also from this company, I received a palette. This is their 180 palette. So actually, I'm going to start with this first. This palette comes with 180 colors. Now when it opens up, it kind of does like those clunky Tarte palettes where it has this, then it slides, it opens up as such to review another or two, so it's another layer, and then it opens up again to where it's another layer. Then if you close these layers and you slide them, it reveals another 2 layers, okay? Now let me give you my personal opinion, okay? As compared to the 120 palette, I would never get that. I found that those eyeshadows from that palette were too chalky, that they were too soft, that they fell apart very easily. So those were some of the problems that I saw with that, and I noticed that within the first couple of uses of the palette. This palette I don't have that problem with, and I also noticed that the shadows are a tad bit bigger than the 120 palette. Another thing that I can say about this is it has a nice combination. It mixes the 3 finishes, which is satin, matte, and shimmery all together. So you're actually going to get a lot of colors that, or a lot more variety from this palette. Another thing is it comes with a little mirror here for you, so that's cool. And it comes with some colors that I haven't seen in the palettes. Like for examples, I don't know if you can see the colors. Let me put my hand over it. Or let me just turn this away a little bit. There we go. This row right here, I haven't seen in any of the color palettes. It has the nice corals and, you know, pinks and oranges, which are very, very nice. I do really enjoy those color combos. It also has them in the shimmery side. So they do the mattes and satins over here, and then they kind of group the shimmery on this side. Also, it's the same thing on this side. They have like the lighter pinks and purples. And then on this side, they have the shimmery to match. And the same for the bottom row. Now, the price of this, I believe, is $46. And I can rationalize this purchase by 2 ways. Number one, if you're going to get the 88 palettes, okay, because I wouldn't recommend the 120 palette, not unless it's a new generation one, which I haven't tried. I'm just going by the original one that I got from BF or Beauty's Factories. If you're going by this is a hunk of junk, okay? It fell apart, the quality was crap, and for some reason, it irritated my eyes. So I'm not even going to compare this to that. I'm going to say the 88 palettes, because the 88 palettes, if you notice, are different from the 120. I would say if you buy 2 88 palettes from, let's say, BF, that's going to cost you around $42, okay, or $43. This is $46, and you're also going to get just a few more colors with it. Now, the only downside to this palette is it's so darn big. So if you're a makeup artist, this mama is hard to travel with. It is huge, okay? But let me just swatch a few of the colors so you can see. And I like the fact that they are a little bit bigger. I'm going to swatch this orangey color. And they're not as flaky. I'm going to have to swatch them and then show. And I'm just going to swatch the first layer. Okay, so you can see them. They are uber pigmented. They are not powdery or flaky or anything. So this is the pink that I swatched. This is the shimmery purple. This is the tangerine bronzy color. And this is the matte purple. Great pigmentation. And it really lasts. The only thing is you have to decide whether you're willing to pay the $45 for it. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah. If you're going to buy, you know, the two 88 palettes, heck yeah, it's worth it. And it has kind of a combination of both colors. So, I guess that is about it for the review of this palette. If I'm going to give it a grade, I would give this an A-. Okay, and the reason why it's getting an A- is because it's so darn clunky and big. But hey, it is what it is, you guys. So I'm actually going to break this up into two parts because I want to focus on the brushes from them in their entirety. So make sure you look at part 2 to this C.p.C review. Bye guys. And